Hey friends, it's Simone. I have another package from Atlas, and I think this is going to be the last one for a little bit because I can clearly say that I'm going to save up for a bigger ticket item. Which one? I don't know yet. Thinking of Pelican or Sailor. My fave. Barbie. I perused the website because I had quite a bit of credit thanks to everyone who ordered a Bennu Gold Coast Atlas Stationers exclusive. This pen is so amazing. But I had a little bit of money and I looked on their site and I saw a pen that I was super curious about. Well, actually, I saw a nib that I was super curious about. And then I also decided to get more plotter stuff. And then for some reason, I had a bit of money left on the coupon. And so I just filled it up so that I wouldn't waste anything. I'm going to look at these first, and then we can check out this. So in my plotter unboxing video, I said that I was not going to buy these and I was going to make them myself. The plotter rings are really tiny, like the holes, and they're also really close to the edge, and I have found that very hard to replicate. And again, since I did not have to pay for this, I decided it's fine. Then I got myself a to-do list because I really like these. Let me see if I can zoom you in more closely. There is a 0%, 50 to 100%. So you can actually see how far along on each project you are. I got these ones I just got because I needed to fill up the stock. I then remembered I could have gotten some some Atlas stickers because they have stickers now, but I completely forgot. And then I did get the pen holder with lifter because that was something that I was not very happy about the solution that I had come up with. So this was my solution. I had a binder clip here, clipped to this elastic board so that I can close the plotter. But when I wrote, this would be uneven and it felt weird. So this would always make a bump like so, and it felt really bad, ungood when I wrote with it. So now I'm thinking of moving this elastic board to the front. I'm saying elastic board. Let's try that. And then put in the lifter right back here. So let's put this here, and then maybe there. I'll put it in here. Where did I see that? Lila M. Martin is her YouTube channel. She shared her setup for her plotter, and she uses a narrow, and she said she had the to-do list in the front. I will definitely copy that, but this is how bulky it gets now. This elastic, by the way, feels like it's already kind of getting old. I don't know if that's just me. But this is what I didn't like about the A5, is that the pen loop sticks out. But we will see how that looks when I'm actually using it. So does this Uni 3-pen, well, it does fit. I didn't expect that. So that is cool. Does it get out easily? Not really. What if I attach this here? then it sticks out like so. What if I put this in here like so, just to basically train the, and then it looks like this. I think that's what I'm going to do for now and see how that works. I have decided, as I said, I will be sharing a full setup when I'm actually done, which I'm not yet. So I'm not going to show how these look. Maybe the project folders, that's something that I haven't shared, I think. So you take your notes and then you put them in here. So maybe if I had a specific thing like cleaning, or I have meetings with my kids, like for one folder for each kid, so everything goes in there. That's basically the idea that I have. And these are the colors that are included. These two look very similar, but this one looks like a really, really faint pink, and this is like a beige. All right, so, and then I also, as I said, the holes are really small and are very far over on this side. And I cut apart my A5 Hobonichi Day Free, but it's really hard to flip open because the rings are so small. And then the way I punched it, there's more paper on this side. So it like, they meet here when I open them up, and it's hard to flip through. So I'm thinking of using this for all the things that I need in my A5. All right, now that we're through with this, which was basically just byproduct ordering, let's look at this. I really appreciate Atlas for making sure that none of the things get damaged while in transit. Let me open this and surprise you and surprise me, because the reason why I ordered this specific color is not because I love the color so much. It's because of the nib. That was the only, well, the only nib that I wanted was this one. And, okay. This is the Techo nib, made in collaboration with Tokyostation Pens, of a Naginata nib. And I think this is a link to a video. We will see and find out. So there is a cartridge included right here. It feels like it's blue, but I think it's black. The back is black. And then this is the registration card. Again, I already have one of those. So if there's another QR code on the back, and you can activate your pen. And then this is the Rainforest, and I thought it was more green. I saw one on the Atlas live order poll. I think last week they shared it there, and it was more green, or at least that's what it looked like on the video. This is very yellow with some green flecks in between. It's definitely not ugly, but it's also probably not one that I would have picked up if it wasn't for the nib grind. But I'm so curious what it looks like. And I really like, let me see if I can get close enough, that they engraved the, I think it says Techo. And then let's see what it looks like here. So I will have to rewatch the video. If this is not showing it well enough, I will try another take. So basically it's kind of bent upwards, and it's supposed to be different widths depending on the angle that you hold it. Let's open this. I really like how this looks. This is really yellowy. I was expecting it to be more green. And then this is the converter that is included, which is what I'm going to be using. The ink that I wanted to use, this looks weird. Sorry for but it's closing. Okay, maybe that was just my confusion here. Let's see. The feed is not perfectly centered. Okay, I will dip test this with Waterman Serenity Blue. And I will also rinse it before I get back to you. So let me stop the video and come back. Let me tell you the backstory why I got this nib and not the journaler nib that I had been talking about for the longest time. And I actually have to tell you that I did purchase a spare journaler nib last week. So maybe it's going to be here next week and I can share that with you as well. But that was just the perfect decision. There was a botanical garden, Esterbrook Estie, with a journaler nib, and the rainforest with the Techo nib. And the reason why I went with the Techo instead of the journaler nib is because I really, really enjoy this nib at the moment. And I will show you what that looks like. This is the TWSBI Mini that I completely cracked the barrel back there with a reverse architect nib. And how that works, this was ground by Kirk Spear of Penrealm. So it's a architect nib on the reverse side. And the line width is like so, or if you go down like this, depending on if you hold it perfectly straight, then there is a difference. But if I just hold it like this, this is what it would look like for me when writing. And I really love that bold stroke that I can make with this nib. And I use this a lot in my journaling. So let me just show it to you if I can find anything. Not in this one. Here, this one, or that one was written with this. This one was written with this. This one, all of this was written with this. And however, I really struggle with the, I think it's an ultra extra fine. Right now it doesn't look like it. I feel like it's really scratchy. And I'm debating. I have an appointment with Kirk at the San Francisco Pen Show. If I'm just going to have him regrind this nib for me, but with a, instead of an ultra extra fine or whatever this is, the biggest nib width that he can grind on this side, maybe a fine or so. So that the difference isn't as big, but it's still a bold stroke and a finer stroke on the other side. Now, that's what I was thinking about. And then I came across this, which again, the Techo nib, which could work very similarly, but would give me even more line variation. And then I wouldn't have to, waste. Well, that's not true. I am really interested in a cursive smooth italic nib or an oblique nib. But if I have him grind another one for me in this, then my appointment would basically be completely done. So this is the, let's just try it out and see what happens. So if I go like this. So I'll write like so, basically at a 90-degree angle. And the question also is, would I be able to hold my pen and journal like this all the time? Oh, we can reverse as well. Then I'll do this. And then we'll do okay, I definitely like this. Let's try reverse. I'm not sure if it's actually made to write in the reverse. Let me just dip it one more time. I saw people try it out as well, if it is meant to write. It doesn't. Does it lose ink? So how can I write like this without it being uncomfortable? Yesterday, I went to the pool. Well, it's not really that fine. Let's try again. That's obviously a lie. It's definitely, for sure, broader than this. But it's not do I like it? I can't really tell. What do you think? So I really have to figure out how I can write well with this. So let's try this. I am going to, what am I going to do? I am going to write a journal entry. Oh, I could, the problem is, oh, I have an idea. I was going to put this into my journal. So let's see. How a pen feels depends on the mood. It can differ from day to day, month to month, and ink to ink. So what do you think? So let's try. It's really smooth in all. Let me try this one more time. It is smooth as well. It just sounds a bit harder because the nib is finer. So now the question is, originally I had picked this ink to put in here, but now the thought process, you're live with me thinking here right now. If I really want to figure out if this nib would be able to replace this nib for my journaling, then, and I'm using always, continually, all the time, I'm using platinum carbon black in there, then I will have to fill this with platinum carbon black. The question is, do I really want to do this? Because platinum carbon black is very, well, very, you can clean it. It's just a pain. I like, but this is because of the nib. Or let's see and unscrew this nib because I need to clean it anyway. I want to see. This looks really dark here, and I wonder if it's because of the dark section of this nib. Okay, I can't unscrew it, and I'm making a mess right here. That's not how it's supposed to be. Okay, I don't want to ruin anything here because it's actually working really fine. Well, I'm going to clean this out, and then I'm just going to use platinum carbon black in here. And then I'm going to sacrifice this converter. If it's just going to be stained, that's going to be it. I will be able to clean this fully for sure. And then we'll see how this works. The only question that I have is, why is this not easy to unscrew? If this is not going to come out with a little bit of love from my end, then I will definitely take this to the pen show and let Esterbrook unscrew this nib unit for me so I can exchange the nib if I wanted to. I mean, this Techo nib could be on any other pen. But then again, thinking here out loud again, because it has this amazing spring-loaded cap, that would also mean that the ink doesn't dry out as fast. Yes. So I'm going to dedicate this pen to platinum carbon black for now. And if this is going to change at some point and I don't like this, well, I actually do like it. I'm really curious, and I will give you an update later in another video. Let me ink it and I'll share it with you later. All right, there we go. Look at what this looks like. Oh my gosh. Let's clean this off right away. I'm going to, even though I need to clean this off right away, I'm still going to close the bottle first. And then I am going to that's the problem. That's the same thing that happened to my TWSBI nib. I can't really get this ink off the nib because it is clearly, what is that called? The capillary action is working, and so every time I put a rack to it, it just comes out. Okay, so let me just wipe this down one more time. And now we have black ink over here again. Yeah, okay. Ooh, I like this. I find platinum carbon black to be really wet and flowy in all the pens that I put it in, which I really appreciate. So this is the Techo nib by CY at Tokyostation Pens. Basically, the only thing that I need to get used to is how to write comfortably with a pen in a 90-degree angle. That's not how I prefer to write. So this is what it looks like. let's do, it's really nice and writes well in all angles that I do. Let's do maybe a 45. Is this 45? Looks like 45. And then basically pressing it onto the paper, right? So, wow, look at this. Oh my gosh. I am so, so glad I went with the Techo nib, because the journaler nib will probably be amazing. I can't wait to get it. But this is something new that I have never experienced before. And yeah, I am here for it. So this is and this is definitely my favorite black ink. However, I have not tried Diatramentis Document Black Ink. And I've also heard my friend Amy say that there is a Document Brown by Diatramentis that she really, really likes. And yeah, I want to try that at some point. But yes, this is my new Esterbrook Estie, and I am looking forward to using this in my journal. How do we like this? I'm excited. Do I like this color? Not really. Do I care? No.